Oh shit! Oh, it's the microphone!
Yo!
We haven't been able to record an episode because my mic was buried.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Buried Podcast. This is a show where we go into the internet jungle and bring back gems of hidden lore to the public eye.
Oh,
That's good to hear.
How we missed that.
How we missed that intro.
That Declan.
As
Like
always, and frequently, I am Declan Grogan.
I'm Jimmy Brown.
I'm Dylan Ward.
This episode of Buried is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
It's also
There we go.
Don't I introduce each one of you?
We already forgot how to do
All right, take two. Hello everyone, welcome to the Buried Podcast. All right, take three. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Buried Podcast. My name is Take four. Hello everyone. Hello.
Oh, you were going now?
Yeah, actually I was gonna go.
Okay, yeah, go
All right,
ahead.
take six. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Buried Podcast. Liam.
I'm sorry, I was just lowering my voice.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well, it's fine.
I was just trying to work on my new song.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, we'll do take seven. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Buried Podcast. This is a show where we go out into the internet jungle and bring back hidden gems of lore to the public seeing eye. As always, I'm Declan Grogan, and with me is Jimmy Brown, Dylan Ward,
I'm wrapped in a blanket.
and Liam Mann.
This episode of the Buried Podcast is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh, that's such a funny joke.
Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you.
That was great.
Play up to one of 800 characters. You can download now for free on Google App Store or Play Store. Do it good.
Wow.
Give 5-star review. You can get free gem and 3-day bonus.
Using the promo code I listen to the
Buried Podcast.
It's a long promo code.
It's pretty long, but
It's
it's
long.
just so there's no duplicates.
Yeah.
You can get free Orc Hero.
I don't know enough about Raid Shadow Legends.
Wow,
It's a really-
let me tell
yeah,
you, it's a
Exactly.
fun new game with turn-based strategy, combat. Wow,
And
so
also
cool.
moves.
That reminds me, don't we have our own app coming out, guys?
Yes, Buried Shadow Legends.
Buried Shadow Legends.
With free Orc person
You can
too.
download the Buried app now to get free Orc Champion.
You can use our promo code I really listen to the Buried Podcast.
I really do.
I'm really listening.
I'm one of the 4.
I'm one of 4 listeners of Buried Podcast.
Free Orc character.
Free Orc character.
You can get free Orc Hero.
Free Orc hero.
If you go behind the big truck located on the main menu, you can find Cotangle.
If you are able to make it past the 700 banner ads that, that cover the majority of the screen,
It's just the first app that uses cookies.
it's the first app that gives your iPhone a virus. We've actually specially designed it.
You can
revolutionary.
virus.
Download today to get promo code free Orc Virus.
I really listen to the Buried Podcast.
I actually am listening to Buried Podcast.
right now.
Believe it or not.
Wow.
It's good to be back, guys.
It feels like the pent-up energy of 4 months is just released.
Just
Has
coming
it been
out.
4 months?
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a long
It's been a
time.
very long
I
time.
might as well check. Hey.
Yeah, hey, you got your laptop
Yeah.
up.
I
Here.
got
I mean,
my
the
laptop.
last time we recorded, I hadn't downloaded Raid Shadow Legends. So I guess you could say I'm in a whole new chapter of my life.
We were, really. I mean, that's the step of becoming a man.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's see, we got-
when you're a boy, you leave the house and you download your own copy of Raid Shadow
It
Legends.
seems our last episode was Buried episode 17, The New Bean, 2 months ago.
Oh, it's not so
it's
bad.
that bad.
terrible. It was
Not
the
that
start
bad.
of fall.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
For a weekly
Merry
podcast,
Christmas.
not that
Merry
bad.
Crimbo.
Very crimbo. Well, Christmas was last
Mhm.
year.
Christmas
But
was last year.
Last year
the one time Christmas
Uh-huh.
happened.
was yesterday. I think though, look, we never know when we're gonna record the next one, right? And we got to get on top of the holidays, right?
Uh-huh.
So I think we should just, plan ahead and just record, just start wishing them now to cover every holiday.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Merry
Christmas.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy
Valentine's Day. There we
we
go.
are.
Happy Labor Day.
Labor Day.
Uh-huh.
Happy Flag
leap
Day.
year.
Leap year. It is a leap
Is
year.
it a leap
Is
year?
it a leap year?
Oh my
I
god.
believe it is.
What if we made a leap
I haven't
year
gotten my
episode,
presents.
and we only released it every 4 years?
Before we stop releasing the podcast.
Welcome to the Leap Year
We release
podcast.
a fourth of it every year.
Ah,
By the time we get to the end,
We're all dead.
yes. The average lifespan of a human being, 25 years.
5
It's a
years.
shame that we're almost at the end.
It truly is. It really is.
It's it's been a good run.
Like if you cry every time.
I do.
Like I give this one like.
It's about how many
Speaking of
likes
which, let's
you
see
get
how
on
many
the
likes
video.
you got on our
Dude,
Boy
last
howdy,
video.
boy howdy though. I would.
Do you ever wonder, like, maybe millennial homeless people, they sit around on the street corner, they say, one like, please.
Wait.
One like, please.
They won't be
Out
getting
here,
that
man,
once we're.
that's society,
They won't
bro.
be getting that in 25 years. We have to make jokes about the next generation, not Gen Z, mind you, but after that.
What
You
comes
want
what
to
comes after
predict
Z?
jokes
comes after
for
Z?
the next generation? Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah,
We have
like
to.
what? So
like, what's their stereotypes?
What's gonna be like
Oh my
their
God.
thing?
You know that
Oh.
we'll call them generation.
Alpha.
Generation Alpha.
Goes back around.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Generation Alpha and their lug nuts. Am I right?
Generation Alpha and their fucking cockatoos.
in their
Right?
car parts. Let's
Ooh.
focus on our car parts.
Oh god, so weird.
Just Generation Alpha all of a sudden become more handy again.
There you go, handyman.
Like, well, no, so because I feel like every generation, like, what the cool thing of the generation
It's
is always
looping.
like it's like a rejecting what your parents are.
Yeah, yeah.
And so like we're very like technical, and so like. In 10 years, kids are gonna be like very like hands-on again. They're like, whatever, Dad. Like I'm
gonna
I
go
don't
to
care
war."
about baseball.
I'm gonna go to war, Dad.
Whatever, Dad. I'm going back to Vietnam.
Yeah.
War.
I don't want to be a software designer. I want to kill the
I wanna
Viet
be a
Cong.
mechanic.
I want to be a mechanic.
I want to be a blue-collar worker,
We're
Dad.
bringing the baby boomers.
You just
back.
don't get it.
I feel like that they just turn around. They're like.
We have
They'd be like, whatever,
rejected
Dad. I'm
modernity.
actually going to solve the global crises. Oh, man. Why don't you go fix another dang global crises, you dang Gen Alpha?
Oh yeah, why don't you go fix a car?
Oh, you solved global warming?
Oh, you these Gen Alphas talking about I'm a real man, can't even work an Excel spreadsheet. Back in my day, I could run 5 tabs of Excel without breaking a sweat.
All you're doing is going to war.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, why don't we jump right into it then? It's been a while.
Let's jump right into
the
it.
topics, right?
Who
I have
wants
a
to go
smaller
first?
one.
You got a small one?
Yeah, well, so basically, my topics. Can I borrow one of your phones on YouTube? I gotta pull it up. My topic I've had since when we stopped recording last time. It was one of those rare occasions where I found a good topic that could work,
Okay.
and then I've just been sitting on it, so it's not as relevant.
Well, it's probably bent. It's probably bent now.
It's probably pretty flat. Not even too long,
It's
son.
been out there for
Heyo.
months. Well, anyways, the topic that I'd like to present today is a small trend on YouTube that blew up but didn't get big enough to really be picked up by any other platform than YouTube, and that's
Okay.
Wario Dies. I don't know if you guys are familiar with
God,
this.
Dylan, this one's too scary for me.
Dude, that's spoilers for the new
Dylan,
Star
this
Wars
is-
movie.
This is too
There was a
scary for
trend
me.
that started 2 months ago that I wanted to talk about, but we couldn't until now, where people would make videos titled Wario Dies and then finish it. So Wario dies in a train crash while listening to Ed Sheeran.mp3.
Okay.
So it
Wario
starts
dies
off-
in a car
and
crash.
Wario,
while
you know,
yelling.
he's driving in his car, wow, 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 and then all of a sudden you hear like
That is
you hear
Wario
like
Dies.
the train, you hear the train bars come down. It's like
Oh my
ding,
God.
ding, ding, ding. Oh no! And you hear, like, oh no! With the Wario noises, and then the train comes by. You hear it in the distance, like wow, wow. And he's just like-
Wait, in this fantasy, his car was he was just resting on the train track, listening to Ed Sheeran.
listening to Ed Sheeran.
That's like I feel like that's like that style of like the themed like the joke themed ASMR.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
ASMR video while my parents argue downstairs.
Yeah, like you take a quiz while the classroom next to you loudly plays Kahoot.
Yeah, right.
Right. Yeah, so I mean, again, none of these videos really. I don't see a single one with 1 million views. I don't think any of them got that big. I've seen a couple with a couple 100,000, but even then, that's like Wario dies by getting stabbed by Michael Jackson.
I mean that's
Not
big.
that
That's big. You'd think that's big news. People would if I saw the headline. Like
Wario.
if I logged into CNN.com,
Wario
and I
has
saw like,
overdosed of
Wario
heroin.
dies. I'd be like, whoa, stop the presses.
Yeah, some sort of white collared stiff like Mario died. They'd be all over.
They-
it.
oh.
Ah.
Oh,
That's
big
blue collar Wario guys.
bullshit.
Bullshit.
The time for listen. If you're listening to this, the time for peaceful protest is at an end.
No.
The only thing we have to lose is our chains. Rise up, brothers.
This video is titled "Wario Dies in a Nuclear Explosion After Watching Seinfeld and Eating Lay's Original Chip Stuff."
This gets very
And it's a
specific.
graphic
This
of
is starting to
Wario-
get into like so
Okay, wait.
specific that it's probably a
Wait,
fetish
read
territory.
the title and we'll recreate it.
Okay,
So
yeah,
okay,
ready?
okay.
So,
Yeah,
so
that's good,
I'll be
that's good.
Wario. Here we go.
Alright,
you'll be
alright, so
Wario.
this is Wario dies in an elevator while enjoying Oreos. .mp3.
Wow. 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 Oh, this elevator. Floor 4, please.
Ding!
Wow. Oh, I'm at my floor. Oh, hey, how's it going?
Give me your wallet!
Oh,
Give me your wallet!
it's me, Wario!
Oh, give me your wallet!
I don't know.
You blue collar Wario! I don't
Do you want my wallet?
I imagine that was.
It's titled "Wario Dies in a Falling Elevator," not
Oh.
Wario is shot in an elevator.
The gunman was named Falling Elevator.
Yeah. Did you not get that from the way I did it?
Wario hate crime on the side of the road.
Switch the Wario for a moment. New one. Wario dies by grizzly bear while camping in West Virginia.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh no! No!
Hey, it's me, Smokey Bear.
What?
I'm here to set fire to your. People have for years. I was warning against forest fires, but nobody took me seriously, and now I'm taking it into my own hands. You will now burn.
It feels ironic. I'm Mario. It feels ironic that you would be setting fires.
Yes, it is tragic. My once love for the forest has been turned against me, and now I am destroying the one thing I have sworn to protect.
Oh no!
Weird.
That was a great video, guys.
That was good. Wow, that was
content.
It felt very, like.
That sounded a lot like us.
Wario was pretty eloquent.
For us,
Really, I thought so.
We'll do one more.
All right.
All right, you guys.
I'll be Wario.
Wario dies by getting stabbed by Michael Jackson.
Wow! That was the best show I've ever seen. Wow!
Would you like to come backstage and meet Michael Jackson?
Wow, of course.
Come on.
Come on.
Oh,
no. Wow.
Oh, put him with the others.
Wow, I never.
set.
Wow, when I came to this Michael Jackson concert, I never thought I'd see Wario dies by getting stabbed by Michael Jackson. And see.
You know, I like their old stuff better.
That's why they call it that.
Yeah, do you think we peaked? Okay, wait. Here's a good. I wish we talked about this in the beginning, but when do you think Barry jumped the shark?
When did jump the shark?
When did we jump the shark?
When was the I gotta go kiss my dad?
I gotta go kiss my. Well, because I feel like we started bad.
Absolutely awful.
We got better.
None of us had him. I mean, I swear to God, Dylan was probably recording through his phone at one point.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's what I feel like. Whenever people
Nobody
ask
had
me,
a mic. I had like
what episode? Oh, what episode? Like I'm like, oh yeah, I record this podcast. Like,
Yeah.
what episode should I start with? I'm like, don't
Not
listen to 1 through 5.
Yeah, nah, 1 through 5.
What's funny is they had some good bits, but they're just
There's some good
Well, they had
it's
good
hard to
topics. Like that's the worst when you're.
There's the
Yeah.
thing. I wish I saved some topics. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I didn't mean to steamroll on Dylan's.
Well, that was it. That was
That was it, Wario.
That
Wario
was the
shoot.
bit.
All
That
right.
was everything.
Okay.
All right. I can go next.
Okay. Wait.
All right.
My dad says we're. Okay. Wait. I'm gonna live read this text from my dad.
Okay.
Liam, you guys are a little loud. Let's.
I feel like this is also.
Wario dies by getting yelled at by my dad.
My dad.
You know, ever since he moved to Lithuania, he's kind of a pain in our ass.
You
You know, I bet he buried the mic. I bet.
I'm a little upset that my dad came all the way to Lithuania to live with us instead of rescuing us.
I
Yeah.
know,
Like
right?
he went through the trouble of finding us and everything, and he just got stranded with us.
And we were like, oh, you're here to stay with me? He goes, well, right after you unpack my things from my car. And we're like, what do you mean?
What?
What?
The first thing he did was walk inside and hide our mic. And that was the most
Yeah, that
upsetting
was
thing.
so.
I was like, why did you do what?
Cheers.
And he was like, nothing can be recorded. I can't be recorded.
He's like, don't want to
At
be
least
recorded.
he and Kotang are getting along.
Yeah.
Like a little too well.
All right, so
Yeah.
here's my topic. All right.
All right.
I thought I'd be topical. Everybody knows.
Oh.
Everybody knows that the this new Star Wars movie, The Rise of Skywalker, has just come out. Yes, this is 2019.
Way
For the future listeners listening in 20.
the podcast.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be dated with like a week. 2020 this is over.
All right, so I haven't seen it yet, but it reminded me of one of my favorite internet fan theories. All right, one of my favorite internet conspiracies. This is called the Bigger Luke conspiracy, which posits that throughout the original trilogy, there was a slightly bigger Luke that was, switched out with
Mark Hamill.
not even Mark Hamill.
No,
Luke. In canon, in the Star Wars universe, there's
my
two
gosh.
Lukes. One of which being 2 to 3 centimeters taller.
Wow,
than
that's
the first
like
Luke.
very slight.
That's a
Yeah.
stretch.
Yeah. So
That's like he was wearing different shoes one day.
yeah.
Or he just grew naturally.
Yeah.
Right?
He's
So-
got a haircut.
Mark-
It's a new
Mark-
person.
It's a new person.
Mark Hamill was what? Yeah, what?
I like how the conspiracy. So you're saying
So
that seriously?
the original, so the Luke Skywalker that everybody knows and loves is referred to in this theory as Luke Prime.
Okay.
All right,
Naturally.
and there are many theories on this, but the two main ones are the canon Luke hypothesis, where everybody in the universe realizes that there is a second Luke and just doesn't acknowledge it, except for one time when Leia says, "Aren't you a little short to be a stormtrooper?" When the Prime Luke is revealed instead of bigger Luke. And the other one is the Hamill hypothesis, where there was a body double, but that's not as fun.
No, that's
Yeah.
all right. See, that's not as fun as the idea that people in this movie are like, no, it's the same actor, but written in by the fact that there are two Lukes, interchangeable.
Yeah, there's a lot of visual evidence. They pick apart very, very, key frames of him next to Han Solo.
No,
who is
because
often
I remember that one scene in the movie when the episode prior when Leia says, "Oh, you're the perfect height to be a stormtrooper." Remember?
I do, actually. Or how about the fact when Han Solo just comes up and goes, "You're bigger, Luke."
You're currently 72 centimeters, and then in the next movie he said, "You're 70 centimeters now."
My question, I guess, is what does the story gain from this information?
Well, there's everything. There's a whole wealth of information to be
Yeah.
gained. For instance, in The Last Jedi, it was much maligned for, and I'm sorry, viewers, this is spoilers, it was much maligned for having Luke be killed in the end. But was that
Sure.
Luke Prime,
Oh!
or was that bigger Luke?
So that,
So something tells me bigger Luke had more, oomph to him, so he probably survived.
he had a little bit more Luke.
He's somewhere else, yeah. He was
Wait, so which Luke do we see in the sequels?
most of the
Do
time.
we know? Do we know
in the
which Luke
sequels.
is which? Are
Well,
they
The
constantly?
problem
switching?
is that he is always, this is at least most of the time, he's always compared to Han Solo in
Right.
terms of his height, because he's the closest match.
Right.
It goes Han Solo, then Obi-Wan, then Leia in terms of the comparisons.
Mhm.
But in the new sequel trilogy, Luke and Han Solo are never together,
Oh.
so we don't know.
Dang.
In fact-
They probably did that on purpose.
In fact, the only time that he interacts with Leia is
No, they didn't.
sitting down.
Probably
No,
did
they
that.
fucking
They
did.
probably
Yeah,
did
that's-
that.
Sorry, Jimmy, I'm trying to take you seriously when I say
That's-
this, but there's no fucking way.
There-
No, they
There's
wrote in
there
that
is-
Mark
Don't you
Hamill-
remember when Darth Vader,
Playing
he's
two
like,
characters.
"Luke, I'm your father."
Don't you
and he
remember
said,
when Lando
"No,
Calrissian-
I'm bigger Luke," and then let go.
When Lando Calrissian first sees Luke, he looks at him, right?
Mhm.
This is debated. When he sees him, he looks at him and he gives a perplexed Luke.
Get out of here.
Luke.
Perhaps seeing him shift into
Yes.
bigger Luke.
No, and no, but
So wait,
and being very
stop.
confused.
Yeah.
Shift into bigger Luke? Are you saying this is the Luke that
This
can
is
shift?
yet another hypothesis where Luke has the ability to
Regrow.
perhaps it is a force ability.
If
What?
I saw
We
you,
can project
if I saw you in
ourselves.
5 years and you looked slightly taller, I wouldn't be upset and think you're a different person.
Well,
You're
no, but
taller.
actually, if you look at the scene with Lando and you trace the eye line match, if you look where his eyes
That
go
would've
is
been-
actually 2 centimeters above Luke's head,
And you
meaning
can
he
see-
expects it to be big.
You can see reflected
Now-
in his eyes.
We have to
Two
wonder:
Lukes.
Am I bigger Jimmy?
Is there?
Are
a
you
bigger
Big
version?
Liam? Or are you Dylan Prime?
Damn.
I get. Yeah,
I know,
right, I
I'm
guess.
Declan.
Which one?
I have
guess-
no questions about me.
That's right. I guess you don't know. You don't know what version you are
Uh-huh.
without the context of your other version.
Exactly.
Because if you don't know,
This is what us was about. This is what us was about.
You're just telling me one day I'm gonna be
Oh.
walking
That's-
around outside and a fucking 3-inch taller version of me is gonna walk out.
Yeah.
Who the hell are you?
Oh my gosh! Wait, I just figured out what us. Because that's why they have scissors,
so they can cut 2 centimeters off the top.
They can't be bigger.
So they're the same height. The people on the surface are the big versions.
Okay, I'm thinking if a version of me that was 2 inches tall
You know what I've always
walked
wondered?
down the
2
street,
centimeters.
I would fucking scream at you
Because it's just you.
It's me, but like the only.
Because
there's still a-
Declan, you've been chosen to be in the new Star Wars movie.
Look, if it's just like me and they're coming up to me, I'm like, oh, well, maybe I can reason with it. But it is
He's
2
too
added
powerful.
inches. I'm like, that's different. What else could be different? Look, he might be insane.
He's got crazy eyes.
You know what I've always
Right up
wondered? I've always wondered if I like, you know, like imagine having an identical twin, right?
Yeah.
But they're just like morbidly obese.
Why do you wonder about this?
So you can have an alpha
how would
version
that
of
be?
yourself
Like-
and a cat
Like you could
version.
just know that's what I'd look like.
I'd like to
Oh.
see that, but with the parents.
You know, like just like anything. Oh my
I'd like to
God.
see a version of me that's exactly the same.
Oh,
Except
He's got a second wiener.
Alternatively, Jimmy can just get fat. That's another way to see
Well,
what
yeah,
you look
but
like
like-
if you were fat.
But like, imagine at the same time.
honestly, Jimmy's whole family is like living with clones of yourself.
Yeah.
It's like Jimmy's siblings and his dad. Like you guys look so similar that it's like looking at alternate
That's
universe
true.
versions of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even your
Looks
sister
like the
kind of just looks
evolution,
like
like
a
Pokemon
People always
evolution.
say
It's
people
like,
always
oh.
say my sister and I look
Oh,
exactly
girl
the
Jimmy.
same.
Girl
Girl
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Oh,
Adult
older
male
Jimmy.
Oh,
Jimmy.
Jamie.
Oh, King Jamie.
Jamie,
Your
yeah.
King Jimmy is your dad.
All right.
What if the clone of yourself was no different except he just thought he was the king? He was
Wow.
Wow, we're excited. Yeah, it's like crazy.
Wow,
Would you
are
like
you,
to?
Are you the king too?
Are you like, what? I'm the king.
I'm the king.
No, you're a pauper. Let's trade places so I don't have to live this kingly state. Hey, I think you
There's
just
so
kind of-
much trouble being a king.
Alright.
Yeah. So that
We're
was
back.
that was my
Mine.
that was my topic. Can I ask? Are we going to do a little like what is it called, like pretzels or whatever? Like
Oh, nuggets.
nuggets. That's it.
I
yeah.
lost the
I
game.
will not be.
I lost the
You
game.
did that on air.
That's
You
radio
decided to
poison,
lose it.
baby.
Why did you lose the game
Can we
then?
just continue from
It
here?
was just-
I don't want to come back at that point.
All right, but yeah, are we doing nuggets this podcast? Because I got 2 real good nuggets.
I'm not doing nuggets.
Do you mind if I just go right into them real quick?
Do you want to save them for an
Well,
actual
we don't
episode?
have the ukulele.
That's true. I can't.
Oh,
actually-
we don't have the ukulele
Oh.
because whatever Declan says goes about ukulele.
I
No,
mean-
whatever I play.
I'll wait till later.
If you want.
Someone fucking kill you.
We're here.
All right, I'll do one.
Do
all
it,
right.
yeah.
Anyone
So-
listening to this is not a joke. This is a real threat. Declan will
Yeah.
wind
Well,
up.
won't you be surprised when my taller coffee comes and revenges me?
I go, oh hey, you're gonna come to my door. I'm gonna be like, knock on the door. Oh hey, Wait a minute. No,
You taught, and then he goes, "I am the king."
I am the king.
What?
Okay, guys. So have you ever looked at your own mind in your
No.
own head,
No.
and you've ever wondered,
Oh,
you've ever had this wonderful thought? What does the inside of a cornflakes bag look like? Well, wonder no further, because we have
Wow.
inside of a cornflakesbag.com.
Wow. I've
So
always
you've
wanted
got
to
a
know-
panoramic
Oh,
view.
Why is
It's
that
like
one
a
cornflake like
3D.
gray?
That's like the shadow of the camera. It's a 360 camera of what the
Wow.
inside of a cornflakes bag is
Well,
like.
I'm more interested
see-
in the room you can see outside. Of
You
the
can. You've got
bag.
like little posters.
See, that's what like this is the kind of stuff that like because when 3D cameras first came out, it was really expensive, and so the only thing that got captured in 3D was like important stuff. Like they,
President.
the only people like the only people who could afford this. You know what I mean? It's like if it cost a lot of money to buy a 3D camera, so you were gonna do it on expensive like really important stuff. But as it gets
Yeah,
more
more.
cheap and more accessible, we are allowed to get stuff like this where someone can just buy a 3D camera and says, well,
Put it
I
inside
wanna
a
put-
cornflake.
I want to put this inside a cornflake bag.
You see, that's the kind of thing.
I want to be a cornflake.
Because when people get the ability to buy a 360 camera, they do it and they don't know why they're doing it.
Right.
It's like the problem with the GoPro. I know that I know I'll never get a GoPro because I don't live a GoPro life.
No.
All right, I'm not going, on a mountain. I'm walking down. I'm walking down the street. I'm not putting on a GoPro for that.
Sure.
When I
3-inch version of yourself walks up.
yeah, when I go to
Capture on
the
GoPro.
when I go to the public pool, I'm not strapping on a GoPro.
Right.
I'm not gonna have I don't have a 360 degree camera life, but I know people think they do,
Sure.
and so that's why they buy it.
Sure.
They think
Sure.
I'm gonna do amazing
yeah,
things.
Well, you buy it first, and then you figure out things to do with it.
exactly.
There should be a vetting, a background check
Dude,
Yeah,
Before
you
buy
know,
a 3D camera.
like that's a really
You have to,
powerful
you have to have like at least
ability
one
to
X
have.
game under your belt.
Yeah, like they have to be like, how many mountains have you climbed? You ever gone bungee jumping?
How many
yeah.
countries have you
But then
been
you have
to?
the problem of like, you know, undocumented camera exchanges.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like camera flea markets where,
Uh-huh.
you know, if it's between peer to peer, you know, there's no checking.
You know,
I
on
mean,
the
honestly-
Constitution, you know, what are the amendments?
Is the right
Yeah,
to
have a
cool,
360
right
camera.
360 cameras.
And I mean, but
You know, it's funny because they had no idea what the founding fathers were talking about for like
Yeah,
200 years.
really,
Yeah.
really a clairvoyant
exactly
addition
until
to
it finally came
to
out.
the
They were like, "What the
Constitution.
hell's a camera?"
But like, you can look at Australia and see where they banned 3D cameras, and like, there have been no chips and bag pictures
There's no- yeah,
taken.
none.
Yeah,
There's
right.
no like wasted
no chips
user-
and bags.
No, exactly. No one's doing this exactly.
Only the
It's
army,
sad.
you know, they've got their you know,
Yeah.
dropping onto Iraqi villages, 360
Okay,
cameras.
well,
So we could get full.
For full view. Hey, what's up,
Iraqis.
hospital children?
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa. Okay, I had a
What
joke.
were you saying?
Oh, Dylan.
Cut
The
that out.
most
What did he
controversial
say?
episode.
I didn't mean that.
I clicked to be
I had a
God
joke,
damn.
but I didn't get to it.
Hey, you know what they say?
I guess
Cameras don't photograph people. People photograph people. You know? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you could say, you know what they say, and then not say anything, because they're...
Because I do that all the time. I just go, you know what they say?
say.
Because if you knew what they say, I wouldn't have to tell you.
Yeah.
That's true. You know
Yeah,
what they say.
So that was my little addition. I thought it was fun. The other
That was a
one
good
I'll save
nugget.
for another
Okay.
time.
Would you like to go or would I go?
I'll go.
All right, go ahead.
My topic's pretty gross.
It's pretty gross. You should just turn off
It
your
is
podcast.
So
It's not worth it.
it's a subreddit, known with about 20,000 members. It's known as Mr. Yeasty. Mr. Yeasty.
I'm not going to look at any
Um,
images you show.
Well,
Oh my
okay,
God.
that's good. So this all started when this user named u/adun/d a Dundee. He posted a picture of like a small video to r/what the fuck, and then like r/what is this?
Yeah.
Depicting a glass bottle of like natural orange juice that he had collected, but he left it out for a very long time. When he came back to it, this like long like worm-like thing was on the inside of the inside
I'm
the
so
bottle,
glad,
and
I'm so
it
glad
was
this
like
is an audio
it was like the
format.
length of the bottle. So it's this massive fucking thing. And you know, he's asking, what is this? And a lot of some of the answers he got, I determined that it was a SCOBY. A SCOBY?
What the hell?
Which is an acronym for Symbiotic Culture of Bacteria and Yeast. So basically, it's just this massive tube of just like fermentation. It's like the manifestation of
Ew.
fermentation.
Gross.
And so, but enough people like he got enough attention where people were like, open the bottle,
Oh god.
open the bottle and take him out.
This
And
looks like
so
a
he
witch's
kind of-
cauldron like
yeah.
ingredient.
And so he named the creature, the small yeast string, Mr. Yeasty. And he's since transported him into larger and larger containers.
No. And he's only
Yeah.
gotten bigger.
And he's preserving Mr. Yeasty. And he's achieved like cult-like status. People are just like obsessed with Mr. Yeasty. There are Mr. Yeasty like plush toys.
Oh,
Where
that's
it's
good.
like their cute little
Oh,
like,
you got Mr. Yeasty's face.
yeah, they're cute little
Oh,
plushes
gross.
Oh.
that are like him. Basically, the subreddit has kind of morphed into like,
Jesus
it's
Christ.
like half of the guy posting updates of Mr. Yeasty, and he's very frequent. Like he posts a
Oh, I'm
lot
sure.
of updates of Mr. Yeasty.
He's like,
He really.
I
he
told
really
you I'd
cares
make it,
about-
Ma.
Yeah, he loves Mr. Yeasty. It's kind of
I don't
frightening
love him.
how you
I love
have
Mr.
to love
Yeasty.
Mr. Yeasty.
And one day ago,
Um,
Merry Christmas from Mr. Yeasty.
Yeah, but now it's just kind
How
of
big is he in
it's
this?
sort of just
He's
transformed
in a
into
big,
like,
big thing. Look,
He's
he looks like he
He's
has
like
an Oreo
suctioned
on.
to the-
He
he's
looks like
suctioned
he has
to
an
the wall.
Oreo on
yeah,
top.
it's like a big long eel looking thing, but it's not alive.
It's not alive.
It's not alive. That's the weird thing.
It's certainly
Well,
something.
yeast is alive, right? But well, yeah.
Yeah, have you ever talked
Today
to
on
Brad?
Varied, we're going to be talking about What is it to be alive?
What does it mean to be alive?
Yeast
Hi,
lives
I'm
matter.
hi. Welcome to the Alive show, where we ask people on the street, "Is this alive?"
This is a bracket within our podcast.
Yeah,
The
hi.
live show.
This is the Alive show.
Yeah.
Hi, ready?
Yeah.
Glass bottle. Alive.
No.
PlayStation game. Alive?
Debatable.
Well, the characters are alive in our souls.
No.
Now, what about
No,
AI?
they're not.
Microphone?
Let's ask yourself a question.
No.
No.
Declan?
Yeah.
Yes.
But not for much longer.
What? Oh no!
And this has been Alive.
Wait,
Alive or not alive?
We
didn't-
planted a Mr. Yeasty in Declan at the beginning of this podcast.
Oh,
Well,
look, it's growing
that
out of his
is-
nose.
That's awful. That was an image I didn't
Mr.
want ever
Yeasty.
in my
Wait,
life.
Declan is Mr. Yeasty. Look, his shirt comes right off.
He's bigger yeasty.
He's
I
bigger,
collapsed.
yeah.
I collapsed from the hallway. Who's that? Taller Declan.
In theory, he could get a fish tank. And
He could.
To
He
fill,
could, yeah.
Yes, he's been gradually increasing and he changed
The
out
yeast.
the water, so that you always have a good look at Mr. Yeasty.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that sweet?
It's really
Just literally, like, in a decade from now, we're gonna hear, like, man killed from jar creation.
Yeah, this
This
feels
is
like
the origin
this feels
story
like
of
Little
the
Shop
Blob.
of Horrors.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like where it's like, feed me people now.
Feed me. Yeah, right. He's
Mr.
slowly
Yeasty wants people.
feeding him more yeast.
That's
Mr.
wonderful.
Yeasty's only getting bigger, and he's getting more yeasty.
The damn worm attacked another bread factory.
Damn worm.
Damn worms attacking my bread
He's
factory.
going my bread factory.
I'm trying to protect my bread factory.
Yeast
But these
levels
damn
down
worms damn
300.
bread.
His damn worm, my bread
Mr.
factory.
Yeasty is breaching the ozone layer.
He got my brioche.
Damn worms stealing all my bread.
All I can now see is, like, kids, like, walking out with, like, a little French roll, like, hee, my favorite roll. So, worm zips from the sky, sucks it from his hand, and just keeps going.
Mr. Yeasty.
They come on and like, Mr. Bread? Yeah. The worms came again. Ooh, damn worms.
Ooh, damn
Got my
worms.
bread again.
Humble
Yeah, get on my
beginnings.
bread. Not my brioche.
Not my brioche.
But yeah, so that is the tale of
Mr.
Senior Yeasty.
That's a good
Hopefully there's more to come. And so
update us.
this was I mean he's been going
Mr.
strong for
Yeasty
about a
for
year
Smash
now.
Bros.
Because Mr. Yeasty was unveiled about a year ago. Yeah, Yeasty for
Yeasty
Smash.
for Smash
Yeasty for
Bros.
Smash
I didn't hear that.
Bros.
It's
Yeasty scoops
Gross.
I just
Smash
imagine his
character.
only moves are just, like, wet slapping. Just like,
I feel like he'd eat people like Kirby, but then the character wouldn't.
Yeah,
He eat them permanently.
Kirby swallows him and he just dies. Kirby just dies.
He,
from the game.
he swallows them, but like instead of
You've
Kirby,
been yeasted.
like Kirby digests and like absorbs their power in seconds, but his it takes hours. So he's like they're just slowly
it's
melt.
excruciatingly painful.
You can hear.
Oh
my god! Save me!
Being turned into yeast. But yeah.
The yeast part of
So
the
hopefully
yeast.
someday we'll all
become
meet
part
our
of
Mr. Yeasty.
Yeah.
I
Yeasty.
hate that.
Mr.
We-
Yeasty
we
2020.
can all become a symbiotic.
Hopefully inside all of
relationship.
us is a Mr. Yeast.
Oh, I don't like
I
that.
really don't wish that. Declan, would you like to
I would
close us out.
share
I would
our
love to close this out with this
Yeah.
topic.
What if I just said you're not allowed to go?
on this wonderful?
What if I just turn off the microphone and
Very
was
Turn
like,
it off. And I don't
this
get
was
to
the
go.
Barry Podcast, starring and Jimmy and Dylan and Liam.
Who's gonna do the funny bits? Who's gonna introduce so you can do the funny
He
bits?
brings up a good point.
That's true. None of us are
You
funny.
gotta do the fun. No, you.
Damn it! I had to consider that.
All right.
Go on then.
This is the Grandma Party Hotline.
Oh.
Grandma party?
The Grandma Party Hotline.
What's this number?
This yeah, we will call this number in a second. We will call it. All right, we are
Ooh,
going to
okay,
call
okay.
it on the
Oh my
podcast
God.
live. Okay.
At 1:30.
The Grandma Party Hotline is
Gonna be
a
grandma the
phone
most.
number that's slowly been growing since 2005.
Okay.
Right on this on the website where if you call the number, it will say in an elderly woman's voice, it'll come, "It's so good to hear from you. I've missed you so much. Leave me a message or sing me a song." And then that's the message.
Aw.
And there's a whole website. This is what it looks like. It's got the number on a pyramid.
Uh-huh.
And then below, they post every message they've got.
Every single message.
Every single one of them. Like, it's just an automatic
Really?
upload. They take it, they put it on there, and then they show what was been done to it. I think Jimmy just left the room to call them, maybe.
No, he got a call from his dad.
No, he got a real call.
Oh,
Why?
okay,
What is
cool.
it? Why is this the dad podcast? Why are dads just?
They're popping in.
Dads are just, you know,
I'm
like
gonna go call my dad. It's 1:30.
Yeah, everyone call your dad.
Tested
If you're listening to this podcast, call your dad.
Call your dad.
Call your dad.
It's the most important.
Ask him.
message of
Say,
all.
hey, Dad, what's going on? Say, how's the ball game?
Say, you want to play catch?
You
And
want to go for a round of toss?
then want around a little bit of toss?
Want to toss around the ball? Hey,
Toss
Pops. Hey,
around
Pops. How about you
ball?
and me? We toss around the ball.
Come
I
on.
can only imagine this is not interesting to listen to.
Hey, Dad. How
What
about
do
you
you
and me?
mean?
They're just
Hey,
stalling to get Jimmy back. Hey, I want to toss the ball.
Hey,
Hey,
Dad. How about you and me go for a nice pastrami sandwich? Hey, come on.
you pastrami.
Come
Out
on.
on the block, we play some stickball.
Hey, we'll play some ball in a cup. Hey.
Some ball in the cup. We'll go slap a little
Hey,
cat.
Dad, we'll go do some. How about you ride on your shoulders again?
This
You
is,
take me to the zoo.
this is Jimmy's third time leaving the podcast.
You could take me to the Washington Monument. Show me the history of
Hey,
the
why
United
did you
States.
throw me over a fence like we did in the good old days?
Why don't you pat my head anymore, Dad?
Hey, why don't we go break and enter anymore?
Why don't we
Come on.
steal bikes and then
Why
ride
don't we
into the
steal,
sea?
Dad? Why don't we steal things anymore? We
Why
used
don't
to
we
steal
steal
things all the
anymore?
time.
You never
I used
steal
to
together.
say, hey, Dad, what are we doing? Why are we taking? He said, shut up and grab these TVs.
All right, welcome back
Sorry,
to
we're just
Jimmy
talking
the
about dads.
Podcast.
Uh-huh.
We're
Yeah, he won't
discussing-
even acknowledge the lug nuts anymore.
Oh gosh,
Not the lug nuts.
their generation.
Fucking Gen
all their
Alphas.
generation.
Gen
Alphas. So yeah, the Grand Party Hotline. You call it, and then they post every single one of the messages they've gotten. And
So free publicity for us.
well, sure, and we can do that, right? But what's weird is that you get messages where people sometimes are just like, "This is a real thing." That's it. Some people will sing songs. You get a lot of people singing songs.
Yeah.
Then some people will describe very explicit and sexual acts
Oh my god.
they would like to do to the grandma.
Oh, that's no good.
That's no good at
Oh,
all.
I don't like that.
And if you-
I don't like that.
You
They
better sew
interviewed-
yourself up a new pussy. Come on.
Oh my god! They
Never say that to any
never
grandma.
ever. They talked to the guy who created. Like I saw an interview with him, and he was saying like, "Oh yeah, back in the old days, I saw a thing about how There Will Be Giants made this thing where you could call their answering machine, they'd play you a song."
Yeah.
And he's like, I want to do that in the opposite where people call his number and leave me songs. So he made this because in his community they called marijuana grandma. So everyone would say, "Hey, you pick up grandma who has grandma,"
Who is
and
grandma?
it like
Yeah.
devolved in them throwing grandma parties, grandma party hotline.
Oh, that's cute.
So he got one of his friends had a grandma who was like, "I'll record it for you," and he put it on there. And originally it was just his friends. It got onto Craigslist, which is when the creepy people started
Nice.
messaging it. And then it finds itself, when you look up Party Hotline, it's like the first one that comes up now.
Really?
So some people are like, hey, I'm just looking at a good time.
That's so
Like,
funny.
What's this Party Hotline going on there?
Grandma party.
I don't know if I can, like, I guess I
grandma
could.
party.
$2 a call.
Like, they just put this on their website, so I don't think it's, the worst to play a few of these, right?
Coming at for you. It's a grandma
play it.
party.
Yeah, we'll
Here
play
we go
it.
now.
This
It's a grandma party.
This is the most recent one.
Yo, hey grandma, it's me, ya boy. You know, we're just chilling. You are my dad. You're my dad. Wait, no. You are my grandma. You're my grandma. We love you, grandma, and we hope that you have a very
See,
nice day.
I really
You better
appreciate
watch
how.
out. You better watch out. You better
See, I like how
watch
we're
out.
not ruining our own podcast by being unfunny. We're outsourcing.
We're
other-
outsourcing it, right?
on other people. We're letting other people ruin our
There you go.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just weird ones too. Like this
Uh-huh.
person just like asked for money.
Hi, grandma. So I'm struggling in school a lot right now. I was wondering if you could send me some money so I can keep staying in school and continue to further my education. That'd be really great. Because
Do you
my-
think-
This is like her audition.
Do you think
For
that, or
like,
do you think
for like a TV show. She's like,
she's practicing?
I feel like
Or
we're doing
do you
TikTok
think,
to show
there are people that like someone's like, oh, you should really call your grandma. You should call your grandma, and she'll be like, okay, I'm gonna call my grandma. Hey, grandma. Oh my gosh, I need to borrow some money, grandma. So like people, I don't know.
That could be that,
Alright,
right?
let's give her a call.
Yeah, let's give her a
Let's
call.
call grandma.
I have the number here. If someone else wants to call her, I could also. I mean, I just don't want to memorize it, right?
Wait, here. I'll
yeah, no,
I'll
that's
go.
understandable.
I'll call it.
We gotta
Oh,
leave her.
understood.
We gotta leave her a song, right?
Yeah, of course.
Cool. All right, the number is 559
559
492
492.
6238.
I type 492
238.
6238.
We are.
Hello. Welcome to the Grandma Party Hotline. It's so good to hear from you. I miss you so much. Please leave me a message. Or sing me a song. Oh, how I love to hear from you.
Every day is like my birthday. Every way I've got to treasure the moment. Every day.
Thank you, Grandma.
I love you, Grandma.
Thanks,
I love
Grandma.
you.
Watch the Barry podcast.
That's why
If you're
Yeah,
listening
wow.
to this.
The Barry
Listen to our podcast
Uh-huh.
at www.youtube.com/theberrypodcast. Please, we're desperate.
Oh,
Wait, shit, was that recording?
I don't know.
We'll edit it in post.
no.
We'll CGI
CGI
Grandma.
humor.
CGI humor.
We'll CGI humor in there at the very end.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's like that's
That's
just
really
like
funny. That's like a nice little.
It
like-
becomes like a weird
That's cute,
social
yeah.
experiment to see
Yeah.
what people say to Grandma.
That is really cool.
I don't know. I feel like I love websites that are just like they just have one random specific like
Very
little
niche,
like
yeah.
like you can do something fun. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just a cool like the
They're
like,
interactive.
you had a good one the TV one.
Yeah,
where
where
you
you
post
can
a
change
short
the
like you
channel
know what I
and
mean?
whatever
Like
else,
Oh,
even if there's two people doing
Channel
it.
Surfer.
Channel
yeah.
Surfer Club. I
Yeah.
still have that bookmarked. I go on there all the time. Yeah.
Just see what people
Mhm.
put
I put up our videos.
Yeah.
we are marketing.
That's
in
where the two
worst
videos are
ways.
coming from.
We
Yeah,
market-
the two
we're
views.
like we have a lot of effort for marketing and we're putting it in the wrong area.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have Cotangle be our marketing department.
No, he keeps being
Yeah.
like, yeah, just Grandma Hotline, hit it
He
up.
puts us on peaches.com. He markets us. We get immediately removed because we're not peaches.
Not peaches.
Nothing about us is peach.
All our comments are like, when do you guys talk about peaches?
When
Yeah.
is the peach pod? I thought this was a peach podcast.
I'm like, no, it's not. Cotangle keeps doing that.
I
Are
do
there
wonder-
buried peaches somewhere?
I do wonder how much like an ad on YouTube or like TikTok costs. You know?
Yeah.
TikTok, especially now that it's blown up, has
Oh
to be
yeah.
a lot of
It
money.
has to be a lot of money.
Yeah.
But like YouTube, sometimes you'll
I
see
think
like
YouTube isn't
kids
that.
or whatever. They'll like go like, for Christmas, my dad gave me an ad. You know, like we will
Where
you
are
come
you
to
at?
my
Yeah, I've
radio.
actually
Speaking
never.
of YouTube ads, today's episode is sponsored by Raid. Shadow
Wait.
Legends.
Wait. Oh.
Wait.
Bear Raid.
Okay,
Well, welcome to Bear Raid.
so,
Think about it.
sorry guys. I wasn't really paying attention during this podcast. I was too busy playing Raid Shadow Legends on my phone. Brand new iPhone game. Download on the iPhone Apple Play Store. Free. Online game. You can get free Orc Hero.
Can I see your phone with
Yeah,
it?
sure.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, so
You wanna
so
vote?
I was in Raid Shadow Legends. No, I was on this really hard level in Raid Shadow Legends. But I found my mom's credit card. I paid $9.99 to get free gem, 100 gem. Oh, we're calling Grandma again?
Party Hotline. It's so good to hear from you.
God,
I
I
miss
fucking
you
love my
so
grandma.
much. Please leave me a message.
I hope my grandma is listening to
Sing me
this.
a song. Oh, how I love to hear from you.
Grandma, have you played Raid Shadow Legends?
Oh, Grandma, I can't, man, Grandma, I know you were looking for something to do since Grandpa died. You should check out Raid Shadow Legends. It's the fun new cool iPhone game you can download from Apple iPhone Play Store. You can use your money that you got from the will to buy free new gems. 100 gem. There's new player bonus pack.
You can
99
use promo code UseWillMoney to get free Orc Soldier.
You can use promo code SexyGrandma1 to get 100 free gems. It's so cool, epic, must try. Love you, Grandma.
Love you. Love you, Grandma. Raid better give us money.
Yeah,
Raid
Raid
better.
Raid Shadow.
I thought
Very
that's how advertisements
podcast.
work.
Yeah,
So
you
one
just-
time I thought you just advertise
I used
for
to
them
think
and
that
then they
too.
pay you.
Yeah,
I
like
would
they,
love-
like people would like, oh yeah, I'm gonna new Michael Bay movie. He put Coca-Cola in there, and Coca-Cola has to pay him $1 million.
It's like verbal product placement.
That's what I thought it
Then
was.
that like marketing, like places that marketing would just be like trying to make sure people don't sit there so that you
That's
don't have to
exactly-
pay
We're
them.
losing so much money because people. Like, there's just like a random guy who just sits at a YouTube video and just goes, Coca-Cola, 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 Coca-Cola.
That Coke, it's
Like,
bad.
no,
What?
no.
Well, do you remember?
Guys, Coke, Super Bowl made another ad for
Do you
us.
remember? Do you remember when I told you about this? Was before the Barry podcast even existed. This was a possible topic that I wish I had saved now.
Yeah.
But do you remember there was this guy who thought that was how advertising worked? And he was this this is going completely in memory, but he was this toy reviewer,
Mhm.
right? And the first minute of it is like just him going off about Coca-Cola and like demonstrating him going to like a store, buying Coca-Cola and enjoying it. And he was like a popular toy reviewer, and he thought that was how it worked.
Well, that's funny too.
And there was like a huge blow up in the
Yeah.
community about him because he was like selling out, and he was just selling out in the stupidest
just
way
like,
possible.
That's just like goes like the step further because it's always their primary demographic is kids. And a lot of times those ads kind of like try to take advantage of like impressionable kids, and so he's literally going a step further. This is how you go to the store. It's in Walgreens on this shelf. Get Coca-Cola product. Scream, yell, throw tantrum. If your mom says no, scream, punch, cry until she gives you Coca-Cola, brand new product. Coke Zero, try it.
Scream, yell,
Some
cry,
smiles.
parade.
Say, mommy wants Coca-Cola. We'll buy. I'll die if I don't have Coca-Cola.
Why is his language default?
Because kids don't want to talk yet.
Scream, die.
Mother, I require Coca-Cola. Mother, I thirst.
Mother, I thirst for Coca-Cola.
Mother,
ready to...
Fill in the vote.
I'm ready to
I
vote.
think I am.
So, quick review. I started off with Wario Dies.
Wario Dies. That was funny. Yeah. I came in with Bigger Luke theory.
Okay.
I was Mr. Yeasty.
And I was the Grandma Party Hotline.
I think we had some really good topics
yeah,
this
good topic.
episode.
This is tough.
tough.
My
I mean-
vote, I'm gonna cast on Mr. Yeasty because I didn't expect to like it going in, and my expectations were so goddamn low, and you blew me away.
Wow, thank you.
I'm
Finally.
voting for the
People-
Luke theory. The Luke one made me laugh. We had a lot of good bits of
See, that's funny because I was gonna vote for Grandma Party.
Have you voted?
I
No,
have
it's
not
as long as
voted
it's
yet.
on the
Jimmy either can you vote
You
for
can win or
yourself?
I have
tie it,
the,
I don't know.
I have
Win
the
or tie.
damn.
Just
Oh
be
no, I
honest.
don't think
What
you
if you
can
like
choose
them all?
yourself.
No, but if you choose Dylan, then
Then
it's a tie
ties.
because we all voted for each other.
Oh, that's
So it's
true.
up to you.
Yeah.
But if you didn't like mine,
Guys, drum roll, drum roll. My drum is breaking. Please.
Door. Sorry.
Hey, what are you?
Doors.
Come on. Okay.
All right. Grandma Party.
That's a good one.
I respect
That's
that.
pretty
There,
solid.
Stan, go. Hey, I gotta call.
Damn, I really
Grandma
thought
later.
Bigger
call
Luke was
Grandma,
gonna
call
clutch it.
Grandma later.
I really
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
so.
we're good. You call Grandma.
We'll call Grandma until I win.
Yeah, we gotta like. The website's got 3 bucks in a row.
God, fucking. Oh, it's from Fresno. Just for. I love Fresno. It's so. Even though we've called it 3 times, she's still
let's
so.
give her our intro too.
She's still so happy to. Oh, do you want to just get the outro?
Get t-shirt, tell her our outro.
Oh yeah, we'll do our outro for it.
Yeah.
Hey Grandma, this is your nephew Declan.
Your nephew? Why are you calling me
Grandson.
Grandma?
Your grandson. Hey, it's your grandson Declan. From the Barry Podcast, I just want to let you know that I used your website as a topic, and I won the podcast today. And it's all because of you, so I just want to say thank you and check in real quick. We're closing out, though, real quick. So thank you guys for listening. Remember, we have the email, barrypodcast@gmail.com. Send us any topics you want there. And as always, I'm Declan Grogan.
I'm not Grandma.
I'm your grandma.
And I'm Big Liam.
Thank you so much, and have a good night.
Love you, Grandma.